Which battlefield are you headed to?
Are you even listening to me, Linhart? I know what I saw.
Oh, I heard you the first time. I just think you misunderstood what your eyes were telling you.
The guy didn't have a head. What could I possibly misunderstand about that?
From a distance, many things could resemble the indistinct shape of a headless torso. It's irrational to assume it was a ghost. There must be a simpler and more scientific explanation. And you'll never convince me otherwise, no matter how much you howl, so best to just let it go.
You're being real stubborn about this. Wouldn't it be easier to just mumble something about how he might be right and move on?
A fair point. But you see... Father? Well, this is unexpected.
You too, Father? What are you doing here?
I had some matters to discuss with Her Majesty and prefer to do so in person.
And I came to consider the continued unrest in the east of the Empire with the court.
And you thought it might be nice to pay your dear sons a visit while you were in the area. A sensible conclusion. Death awaits around every corner in these times. Each visit could be our last.
You are a fountain of positivity, my son.
We're not just here to bandy words. There's a fight waiting for us, and a lot of you are going to help.
All of us?
He can't possibly be counting me among those slated to help, can he? Father?
I was against the idea, but as you might imagine, Count Burgleys would have none of it. You know some of the former Prime Minister's rebel sympathizers escaped, yes? Well, we've tracked them down in a town near to here. Leopold means to mount an attack and wipe them out in one fell swoop.
With just us? I hope you have more troops on the way.
Sorry, but this is all we've got. My army's engaging the kingdom on the Western Front, and Her Majesty's forces are busy with preparations for the next battle. Now come, we don't have much time.
Right, got it.
And what do you think will happen to us if we let the two of them go it alone and they end up dead?
Oh, fine. As you said, it's not like we can talk the Count out of anything once he's set his mind to it. And Caspar is just as bad. That apple is so close to the tree, it may as well be part of the roots themselves.
I assume we can count on you as well, friend. It will be a hard battle, and I cannot vouch for our safe return should you refuse.
Don't see how I can say no when you put it like that. You're just as bad as Count Burgleys in your own special way.
You appear to have a bond of mutual trust. Nicely done, son.
I'm not sure that's how I'd phrase it, but moving on. If we're going to do this thing, I suggest we move out and do it already.
Yeah, if we don't hurry, Caspar and his dad will be drowning in bad guys before we even get our boots laced. Come on, we gotta catch up.
See? I knew I could rely on you.
I get the feeling this is going to be quite the bother before it's all said and done.
So much for catching the enemy unprepared. Though no matter, we'll wipe out what's left of this rebellion regardless.
That racket you caused outside of town certainly didn't help. Still, at least they've been drawn out.
It's been a while since I've...
Not a problem. I've got this.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
So, fought alongside my father. Better step it up.
Even more than you usually do? In that case, I'll try to keep out of your way.
Are you kidding? My usual approach would get blasted away by my father's battle cry alone.
A good point. I'll stay away from him as well.
When did we two last fight side by side? During the troubles in Enbar, perhaps?
Quite recently, then. Hopefully things go better this time around.
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Your training is starting to pay off, son. You've become much more disciplined.
Oh, now I feel his eyes watching my every move. Better not let him down.
Take this! That's not over. Yeah?
Leopold von Bergley stands before you. Come and face me.
What's that noise?
Hang on to us. These bandits seem unrelated to the rebels. Still, we might as well deal with them.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
So, what should I be doing again?
Mowing down weak enemies is so very dull. What say you, Caspar? Care to compete over which group can rack up more kills?
You and Count Hevering versus the three of us? I like those odds!
Or you can leave us out of your absurd contest entirely.
Come on, Valdemar. You're falling behind.
I don't know why you insist on this foolish competition, Leopold. You know full well I can never keep up with you. By the way, what of your older boy? I understand he was taken captive?
He lives, but the temporary loss of Mercius had dire repercussions. I fear we must reassess his fitness for the Bergley's More bandits over there, Valdemar! Warp me in!
Another one-man assault? Well, if that's what you want. A wise man is ever ready.
Would you like to be warped as well, Caspar? I personally think it's a terrible idea, but I'll let you make your own decision.
No thanks. I'm running on pure, clean Caspar power this time. I'm feeling great, Father! What about you?
Need you even ask? Thanks to my training, my stamina is the envy of men half my age.
Oh, if I must. Leave this to me.
So, what should I be doing again?
Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Here it comes! See ya! You're done!
I'll take this place down before you have time to strap your armor on.
More bandits? Or mostly bandits, I guess. I don't see very many rebels.
What's all the commotion? If we're under attack, then fight back, you idiots!
All right, that's one down. Come on, give me another. So, what should I be doing again? Sure.
Can't we just have a nice, normal battle? Counting bodies is so tacky.
That wasn't so bad.
Oh, if I must. Leave this... You're keeping quite close to me, Father. Is the Count's company not to your liking?
Precisely so. The man is a selfish, overbearing oaf who doesn't even pretend to listen to me. He is the worst, and I curse fate for seeing fit to saddle us together since birth.
On to the next one.
Your power appears to be a thing you mastered all on your own. Though I am reluctant to do this, I can see no other choice.
Here it comes! Take this! You're done!
About time.
I can't just sleep.
Breather. About time.
We'll go on ahead to escort the prisoners.
We beat my father? I don't believe it.
You boys did well. So well, in fact, that I think we ought to put you to the test ourselves. What say you, Voldemar?
So be it. I cannot promise to match your intensity.
Come on, let's show our fathers what we can do. So, what should I be doing again? I'll...
Not a problem.
My force of will seems rather weak in the face of the might you display so casually.
Sorry. I can tell your heart's not really in this.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna prove how strong I am.
Well, Linhardt, seeing as we're here, may as well put you to the test also.
Must you? And what exactly are you hoping to prove with this test of yours?
Behold, a token effort! How's this? Behold, a token effort! How's this?
It doesn't feel like I've posed much of a challenge today.
My turn.
That was about what I expected.
About time.
Oh, if my assist...
Not a...
technique and talent. Hold nothing back.
Fight against the strongest man in the Empire? You got it.
I'll give you all you can handle!
Are you sure you have the right son here? Because I'd much prefer to stay out of this.
Out of my way!
What a pain.
My turn?
Yes! Give me more!
Here it comes!
You're done!
Here it comes!
Take this! You're done!
Ah, the vigor of youth. Let this battle be your proving ground.
Here it comes!
You're done!
Impressive. You've done yourself proud.
Well, this day has been simply awful. Time for me to hurry home and fall into bed.
Ed, it's still early. I bet my father has plenty more training in store for us.
So you finally bested your old man, huh? I'm proud of you, Caspar. And Linhart, you've come a long way as well. Oh, and it puts my mind at ease to know these two have a companion like you around. Don't you agree, Valdemar?
Any peace of mind I may have gained will doubtless be wiped out soon by more of your antics, Leopold. But yes, as one never knows what will happen on a battlefield, it is always good to have capable allies.
Wow, did you hear that? My father isn't easily impressed, so you must have really knocked his greaves off back there.
It's an honor to get complimented by such a renowned military mind.
Ha! Well, if you ever want to test your might, you know where to find me.
I don't think that was ever on the table.
No? Well, that's disappointing. Anyway, Caspar, I wanted to give you something. My gauntlets, Yarn Griper. They've been in our family for generations, and you don't even need a crest to use them.
Really? Are you sure?
It's only right that they get passed down to the next generation of Burgley's warrior.
You mean I've earned them?
Looks like all your hard work's finally paying off.
Yeah. Thank you, Father. Truly. I'm gonna get even stronger to keep proving I deserve the honor.
Ha! Well said, my son. Now then, it would be rude of me to let the rest of you go empty-handed after all that. Here. Consider this as a thank you for letting me drag you all on my little adventure.
Hey, now we're talking. After all those years as a merc, I always expect some kind of reward after a tough battle.
You throw yourself vigorously into the fray to help your friends, yet also keep a tight grip on the strings of your purse. You would make for a fine civil servant, if you ever had the inclination.
Tempting, but I think I'd rather fight people than paperwork. Guys like me aren't cut out for the civilized life. I prefer to let my sword do the talking.
Wait, You have a talking sword?
What? Of course not.
If only you trained your mind with the same vigor as your muscles, my son.
Hey, speaking of minds, where's Linhardt? He's been awfully quiet through all this. Did he seriously just pass out?
Oh, are we going? Wow, look at that. I have a second wind. Just enough energy to get me home and into bed.
I will prepare the Scarlet path.
Why can't you just let me stay inside?
I fight for my land of home.
For the future that's yet to come.
Let us go. I will stand strong against the enemy.
Though the wind blows ill, victory is never beyond us.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received. It's Bernie's time to shine! Sure hope...
Right then, let us go to work.
Looks like that's it for us.
I can't lose!
I'm dragging the others down. Begin.
Already?
Allow me to lend you a hand.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Not today!
They will not take this from us.
I will give it my all!
Leave defending this position to me.
Stand back.
This is all my field.
Perfect execution, wouldn't you say?
Your place. I'm dragging the others down. You know what they say about playing with fire.
We did it!
Our time has finally come. I won't give in.
Such resistance was a wasted effort.
Our defense was perfection itself.
Long story short, the kingdom is preparing to ride west with a huge army. It looks like they're gonna throw everything they've got at Aryan Road.
Yes, we have received similar reports.
It's a pretty strange thing to do. I don't trust it.
Then you believe it to be a feint. Interesting. Well, if true, there are only so many places they could go. They cannot ignore our troops and attempt to take Deirdre. That would be folly. So the only other place I can imagine they would be after is Garrick Mach.
That's what I was thinking. So what's our play?
We can't risk losing the monastery. We'll have to send more troops to defend it. But at the same time, we can't unclench the fist we are trying to bring down on the kingdom. Our only choice is to mobilize the full resources of our regions.
Spoken like a woman with might to spare. I'm afraid we in the Alliance are already at our limits. But hear me out for a second. If the kingdom really intends to attack Garrick Mach, they won't approach from the west. That would put them smack between your forces in Aryan Road and the monastery. It'd be suicide. That leaves them with only one option.
You're saying they'll take the northern approach through Aelau?
Yep, the Valley of Torment, which just so happens to be the route we were planning to use ourselves. The Church of Seiros will likely mobilize every knight they've got, and that is a very big army.
Supposing you are correct, what do you suggest we do in response? Should we change our marching route to avoid clashing with them?
Nope. In fact, I vote we do the opposite. The kingdom will catch on no matter how we try to deploy our troops, so I say let's meet them right there in Aelau.
Interesting. But the valley path is treacherous and difficult to navigate, which will blunt the impact of our superior numbers. Why would we play into the enemy's hands like that?
Because sometimes trying to claim every advantage can be a double-edged sword. Leveling the playing field can often be the key to bringing an opponent down, especially if you know you can handle it. Besides, what better way to keep casualties to a minimum than by finishing them off in one battle?
You know how to convince me. Very well. I can get behind this plan.
Is there anything you would like to add, Hilda? You appear to be deep in thought.
Huh? Who, me? Nah, I'm good. I'm just standing in because Clad asked me to. If it brings the war to an end quicker, I'm all for it.
Time to go to work.
Follow me, soldiers of the Empire.
This war is ours to be won.
Send a flower to battle and watch it.
The fight starts now. I am your man.
Watch this! Conduct a rescue quickly. We can ill afford any losses.
Together, we will turn this disadvantage back in our favor.
We need some help, and fast!
Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave that. Looks like you.
There's not a question. This stronghold will fall!
Unfurl the flag.
We did it.
I've got this.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground. Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Stand aside. Here goes. I beg of you. Help! I'm still here. Fight to the last. This is on you. Leave this one to me.
Take a breather. I am your man. Right
Watch
on.
this.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Stand aside. Thank you. I'll repay you somehow. Allow me to fight alongside you.
I'm glad we made it in time.
Let's give this a try. I'll make it so.
So, what do you think?
Greetings.
What you think?
Indeed.
If you would.
What you think? I see.
If you would.
about it?
We will reach ALL soon. The Kingdom and Church approach from the west, and our friends in the Alliance from the east. We know their movements, so we need to assume they also know ours. This final battle will be intense and bloody, but no matter what happens, we must emerge victorious.
At the very least, we have numbers on our side. Though the Kingdom has all of those heroes' relics, that can't be good for us. We must keep our eyes open, and we must stay on the same page. We can't have anyone rushing ahead to fashion themselves a hero.
I'd say things are really heating up, but that's just the ground literally burning.
It's sweltering. Whose idea was it to wage a battle in this place again?
I will take heat over cold every day. Cold has its way of slowing you down. I'm fine with hot or cold, so long as it's in the comfort of my own room with the door locked.
Do the words final, bloody, or battle not make you even the slightest bit nervous? Take this seriously. Show your pride as members of an army which serves the greatest empire the world has ever known.
No need to get everyone worked up, Ferdy. When you dislike war as much as I do, you start to appreciate the lighter moments.
I'm inclined to agree. Now, what do you say we show these adherents to the status quo a taste of true power?
They don't stand a chance.
To arms, then. Today we claim our victory for the good of all.
I fight for my land of home.
For Lady Edelgard!
The Empire, the Alliance, the Kingdom, even the forces of the Church. To think we would all meet in such a cramped locale.
Hold on. Does anyone actually see the Knights of Saros amidst all this? I wonder if they're not even here to begin with.
We strike at the Imperial Army today. Do not let the Alliance distract you.
Yes, as you command.
The party's already starting, huh? It's too bad we couldn't throw it for something a little more civilized.
Would it kill you to be serious for once, Claude?
For the last time, Flane, I am against this. It is not too late to retreat.
And for the last time, I intend to fight. Besides, it would seem the battle is about to begin.
Well then, just give the command, Edelgard.
Good. Our very hope depends on you. Brave warriors of Adrestia, the time has come to demonstrate the Empire's valor. to prove our supremacy. Any who dare stand in our way must be cut down. Now! As one, attack! I'll be counting on the...
Right then. Let us go to war. Shall we join hands?
Begin. Our teamwork is becoming...
I will gladly handle this. Allow me to work with you.
So...
Alliance's wisdom and strength this day, Claude.
Don't worry, our brilliant teamwork will send them scattering.
Shore up our defenses, then advance on the enemy's forward position.
So far as we know, the enemy's objective is to breach our defensive line and pass through the valley. Must not let that happen.
Riders, charge! Tear their defenses up!
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
There's not a question of it. My will is theirs.
Here I go. No mistakes. They've already...
I've heard troubling tales about Fargus's cavalry. You'll be in deep trouble if you don't take them out soon.
I am your man.
Watch this!
My turn. I'll carve my way right through them.
Not on my watch, pal!
Watch the ground. Even a single wrong step will cause undue pain. A noble does not know the meaning of the word surrender.
Stand aside!
All right, you'll do.
Stand aside!
Hit their right flank! That's where the Alliance army is weakest!
They're gonna come all the way over here? No fair!
We can't let the enemy create holes in our defenses. We must head over and assist.
Our Wyvern Company stands at the ready. Deploy them if you think Hilda is in danger.
We've gained an early advantage. Well fought, one and all. Send the Alliance's Wyvern Company to cover our right wing.
I can do this. Leave this one to me.
Thanks for coming for me. That could have really gone either way there.
We're short-handed enough as it is, Hilda. We both need to be more careful. This stronghold is my stage, and I don't intend to surrender the spotlight.
I'm still on my feet, and I can still hold a sword. Which means I can keep fighting.
I am your man.
Watch this! You think a few nicks and scratches will send me packing?
My turn. Stand down, Felix.
It's a wonder you can still stand. Now would you please let us handle the rest?
You better come back alive, Sylvain, or else.
I hope you're watching, Ingrid.
Let us go.
Today is the day I avenge you. I hope you're ready to part with your head. Because I mean to lay it at my friend's grave.
All who oppose us will fall! Get out of my way!
Forgive me, Your Majesty. May fortune favor you in battle. You too, Sylvain. What am I supposed to do now?
If we keep this up, the battle may be over before it can even begin.
It's unnerving how well we're doing. I hope that means we're headed for a quick victory.
I got this!
Very well.
I will heal your wounds. Please, be careful out there. This should be of use.
What is this? The second coming of Saint Sephiroth? Strike her down and put an end to it already.
Say, check out that boulder. I wonder if we can use it to block the lava and reach the other side.
Here goes.
My turn?
Here I go. No. None will pass on my watch.
I will do this!
Our way is clear. Onward!
Why must you hurt each other like this? You are all brothers and sisters.
You got my back?
The spirits are with us!
I'll follow your lead!
I've got you now!
Flame, no more! Get to safety!
Very well, brother. But you must swear not to put yourself in unnecessary danger.
Let's light him up!
Not a problem. I am your...
Watch this! Stand aside! They're attacking our defensive line from afar. We have to stop them. We can probably secure a crossing if we find a way to stop the lava.
Perhaps a duet?
Let's make a scene!
I'm ready whenever you are.
This is on you!
I'm done being nice!
This stronghold will fall!
Looks like that particular storm has passed.
Use this boulder to dam the lava and create a path. We have a direct path to the enemy! Attack!
Leave this one to me.
Take a breather.
That's one place to build a road. And I'll try to stop them, but I can't do it alone.
I'm with you.
You will go no further.
I'd rather be attacking than defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
In the name of His Majesty, you will perish here. My chances dim.
The spirits are with us.
I'll follow your lead! I'm not finished yet. My turn.
I'll take over.
Fall back to do. Please, I cannot afford to lose you. I am the shield.
Here goes. I'm done being nice.
Leave this one to me. Looks like...
Take a breather.
That should keep them from attacking the Eastern Front.
Even the most beautiful rose has thorns. Have you realized that yet? A marvelous showing. This stronghold is my stage, and I don't intend to surrender the spotlight. I'll take over. I'm way over my head, but I'm not letting up until it's over.
I take the field. Every last one of them will yield to me. My turn. Or they shall perish.
Courage now. The time has come to bring our war with the kingdom to its end.
King Dimitri is keeping the Empire busy. Break through their defenses!
My turn. Coordinated that well. Almost too fast. Move to intercept at once.
I was wondering when Shez would show up, and would you know it, there he is.
Attack! Don't give him a chance to retaliate!
This is our chance!
Take careful aim now. Don't let any of them breach the defensive line.
Archers! You must
must have seen our attack coming. Follow my lead.
Let us join forces!
Victory will be ours! This is war! I defy you!
Our conflict ends here. I shall see to your demise with my own 2 hands.
I'm up against the King of Fargus himself. But I'm not about to back down.
Here I go. No mistakes.
Force of nature. Cannot hope for ordinary officers to stop him. The Empire and all who prostrate themselves before it will be punished by my hand. Gone are the days when the battlefield would shove it before. I am not beaten yet.
It's not too late, Dimitri. Sever ties with the Central Church and return to your people.
Now to believe that will end your aggression? You'll come for me anyway. Your thirst for blood is unquenchable. Step aside, before I make you so.
Bested again. But I must live on. For Flame.
That was the Archbishop's aide, but there's still no sign of most of the Knights of Saros.
With Seth retreating, the rest falls upon my shoulders.
She's closing in on us!
Bring it down!
With me, Hubert.
For the Empire!
All who oppose us will fall! Get out of my way! The only acceptable outcome.
You shine like a burning star, Your Majesty.
Right when I was so close to ending her.
He came at us like a maelstrom, but we managed to take the wind out of his sails.
We drove off the kingdom and the Central Church. It's a start, but...
But this war is not over. We will hunt Dimitri down and put an end to this struggle.
Well, would you look at that? We won.
Thanks to you.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight. The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
To kill...
Urgent report, Your Majesty. After his failed charge, Dimitri forced his way south in retreat. He has fled the battlefield. And the Archbishop's right-hand man, Seth, has escaped to the north. We've lost sight of him and his troops.
Dimitri's the one to go after. Things will get complicated if we let him get away. We can move the fastest, so leave the pursuit to us. Just don't forget to send reinforcements, all right?
I want the two of you to follow Claude. It's not that I don't trust him, exactly. I just want to make sure we're the ones who apprehend Dimitri.
Leave it to us.
Now that I think about it, there's something else to be concerned about. Where was the Archbishop? Where was the main force of the Knights of Seros? Rhea would have relished a battle like this, yet she was nowhere to be found.
No. Hubert, let me ask you something. When the Archbishop escaped from Garreg Mach, we found no evidence of how she managed to reach this valley. Correct?
Indeed. We searched high and low, but it was only by chance that we picked up her trail in Aolel. That is how we knew she had entered the kingdom. Without that clue, she would have been in the wind.
Just as I suspected.
What is it, Ferdinand? Is Garreg Mach in danger?
I fear so. There could be a secret path between this valley and the monastery that only the Church knows about. And in that case, the Archbishop might be using it to stage an attack on Garreg Mach.
It's certainly possible. Hubert, your thoughts?
I will look into it, but I am almost certain that Ferdinand's theory is correct. We should assume this is the case and take action immediately.
Of course it is correct. Very wise of you to see that.
In that case, we'll divide our troops. The main force will proceed with occupying Galatia. We'll lead the remaining third south to Garreg Mach and continue our pursuit of Dimitri.
There's no sign of them. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Scarlet blaze. The hour of vengeance.
It's over! Oh, how I've waited for this day. The day that I kill you!
Run away while you can.
You're free to try, but you won't get away from me that easily. I'll carve out your monstrous heart and put an end to the beast dwelling within. Your destruction is everything I've ever fought for.
What happened to our mercenary friend and the Ashen Demon? They took the lead, did they not?
Strange. It is unlike them not to report back.
Ill news, Your Majesty. Some kind of mages have assumed a battle formation up ahead and are poised to intercept us.
Mages?
It must be those who slither in the dark. But how? When they lack a proper army?
There's something we're not seeing.
Your Majesty, we've sighted our missing units in the middle of the enemy ranks. And I don't understand why, but they appear to be fighting each other. And that mercenary is clearly the aggressor. Hubert!
So our sellsword has finally turned, eh? I hope we can solve this without violence, but if the worst should come to pass...
You plan to kill him? But we've come all this way together.
Perhaps I'm being soft, but I want to see how this plays out. Besides, we have to get to them first, and that means we must defeat the enemy.
Leave this foul task to me, Edelgard. If our friend must be struck down, I will drop the blade quickly and with mercy.
No, this task falls on my shoulders alone. Everyone stay on guard. We have no idea what's waiting for us.
I fight for my land of home. Why can't you just let me stay inside?
I will hunt.
So, what should need a hand?
Right then. Let us go to... Shall we join hands?
I will gladly handle it. Allow me to... It's Bernie's time to shine! I'm gonna help, okay?
There's not a question. Leave this to me.
Begin.
You until my dying breath.
Watch this!
Get back here!
We have to reach them and put a stop to this madness.
I haven't the slightest notion of what is going on, but I'll happily take it. Destroy them all!
I must eliminate those who slither in the dark if we hope to clear a path to the mercenaries.
See how those beasts crawl to the slaughter.
Leave this one to me.
Let me put you out of your misery, beasts.
The enemy stronghold will be ours.
I tire of playing with you ingrates. Stay out of this! It does not concern you!
This is like talking to a different person. I don't think we'll be able to reason our way out of this one.
I must move us away from all of these foolish distractions!
What? They warped away!
Rather than waste our time running in circles, we should direct some units to move in, while others lie in wait elsewhere.
Why do you insist on interfering?
Come on, snap out of it.
They're putting up more of a fight than I expected. Deploy the reserves.
These...
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Leave this one to me.
Fresh soldiers must be dealt.
Take over. Well, this is just delightful.
That mercenaries? No, it cannot be.
I'd rather be attacking than defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
The enemy stronghold will be ours.
If we hope to enter that stronghold, we must first remove the soldiers who block our path.
I'll not permit this chance to slip away!
No, not yet.
It's relentless. What must I do to shake the man? The others should have been here by now. Something must be holding Edelgard up.
Your Majesty, we've sighted Claude pursuing Dimitri here in the mountains.
The two of them are nearby. We need to get those who slither in the dark out of the way so we can send our troops.
could take a lesson from your
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
There's not a question of
Persistence. I'll take over. I'm swapping in.
Can't take much more of this.
You have to get over there now.
Still here. I am your man.
I'll take over.
I dislike ending things on a low note.
As such, prepare to die.
Somehow, Monica? For you, Lady Edelgard! Yeah!
I'll be sure to return the favor. Get out of my way.
To beasts.
I won't allow it! This is our chance!
I am undone.
Good enough.
Find and remove this weapon. Time for an interrogation later.
Thank you. I was under attack before I even knew what was happening.
It makes little sense. Still, what matters now is that you're safe.
Not quite.
If I must wring the life from you by my own hand, then so be it.
You won't escape judgment this time, Solo.
Try me, you witless beasts!
Your Majesty, the mercenary captain broke loose and escaped.
Well, that didn't take long.
Every second you waste on me costs you 10 times more.
Somehow, Monica? For you, Lady Edelgard!
I'll be sure to return the favor. Get out of my way!
You traitor! We made you into the monster you are today. Do not forget that. I need to get this flesh underground. So it's true. You really are from Shambhala.
Forgive me for this soul. But without your sacrifice, this world can never be made clean. Oh, great Saharas, veil of night fluttering in the abyss. By the laws of creation, throw wide your infernal gates and swallow my foes.
Ever thought of maybe calling it a day?
You're a fine one to ask me that. Not a moment goes by without you on my tail.
Hey, you stop running, I'll stop chasing you around. Worth a try.
It's a surprise to see you here, Dimitri.
I wouldn't be, if Claude would simply deign to leave me alone.
As if. You're the one who put yourself in
This is... No!
Now you...
The future...
It has been a long, long battle. My race wavers at the brink of extinction. And so it falls upon me to reclaim this world, that what was stolen from my people might be theirs once more. Which is why I was born. Yes, I created you. The cycle of the world, the rehousing of souls, how desperately I sought this secret art. But it demanded precision. One defect, one essence wrongly transplanted, would lead to consequences most irreparable. I knew I must oversee the process myself in order to save my beloved people. When my consciousness first initialized, I was nothing. I remember the sound of water, of bubbles, the sound of a massive object slowly lurching along. I thought the noise would continue for eternity, but then, a change. Something gave way. The water began rushing rapidly. Pale shadows closed in around me. Amidst deafening sounds, I walked desperately in search of light. That was an unforeseen accident. I was sure all had been lost to the waters. It was fortunate I had created you, for you proved useful in a way I never expected. I am to become you. That's why I'm here. That's why I've been compelled to remove any obstacle in your way. Only by destroying the abomination inside the Ashen Demon can we bring salvation to the world. So you understand. Then return that body you two share to me. It pains me to do this to you, but alas, all was written from the beginning.
Scarlet blaze into the chasm.
Where am I? Let's hold off on the weapons for now, okay? Probably best you don't move at all, actually. Wait, Claude. Hold on. What are you all doing here?
I have the same question. It appears we've been swallowed up by some kind of strange magic.
That was your doing, wasn't it?
When we came to, we were sprawled on the ground here. Charming place, if you ask me.
Have you truly forgotten everything? You transformed and began attacking your allies. Thankfully, we managed to knock you out and capture you. But soon you awoke and fled. Those who saw you said you were like a different person.
I guess that kinda rings a bell. The last thing I remember is Arval telling me to slay the Ashen Demon. At least, I think it was Arval.
Arval?
The voice in my head. We've known each other for a few years now. Pretty out there, right? This is why I never mentioned it.
And you claim this Arval suddenly decided to turn on you.
I know how it sounds, but yeah. There are two things I can say for sure. The first is that Arval's magic is what dragged us all in here. And the second is that no one's in my head anymore.
How can you be certain?
Because I don't feel them. At least, not in my mind. Arval's somewhere else now. Somewhere distant. Well, that's vague. How are we supposed to make heads or tails of any of this?
At any rate, you appear more like yourself again, which we can take as a positive sign. And I truly do want to believe you.
At the very least, I hope you know a way out of this fathomless prison.
About that, I know I said distant, but Arval's definitely here with us somewhere. If we can find them and figure out what magic they used on us, we might just be able to escape.
That sounds wildly optimistic.
It sure does. But considering we don't know a thing about this place, we might as well give it a shot.
In that case, let's begin looking around and see if we can't find any clues to where we are.